Is the gap between rich and poor widening? The incomes of top earners have risen much faster than for everyone else. This trend has been particularly marked in Australia, Denmark, Finland, the UK, Mexico and the United States. In a few countries, France, Portugal and Spain, the gap between rich and poor has stayed the same. The richest people in OECD countries have an income about 9 times more than the poorest. This ratio is 6 to 1 in Norway and Denmark, 10 to 1 in Italy, Japan, Korea and the UK, 14 to 1 in Turkey, Israel and the US, and reaches 27 to 1 in Mexico and Chile. The most common way to measure inequality is via the Gini coefficient, where 0 means everyone has the same income and 1 means the richest person has all the income. Over the past 2 decades, it rose in 17 of the 22 countries for which there are data. It increased in the US, Finland, Germany and Sweden. It fell in Mexico and Turkey, but from very high levels. The 1990s and 2000s saw a surge in the share of people reporting extremely high incomes. This was particularly the case in the US, Canada, Ireland and Finland. Top income tax rates fell from around 60 to 70% 20 years ago to around 40% today. More people work part-time these days. Earnings inequality in Finland, the Netherlands and Germany is low among full-time workers, but jumps dramatically when you include part-time employees and the self-employed. In other countries like Israel, Canada and the US, the difference is less marked. On the other hand, the fact that more women are working has softened the rise in earnings inequality. The OECD says rising inequality is not inevitable. Governments can do something about it. Reforming tax and benefit policies would help. Getting more people into the labour force and making sure they stay in jobs which pay good wages is essential.